This is exactly why you do not go into the woods in Appalachia by yourself. So this girl's name is Kay. She lives in Florida now. She's 22 years old, but when she was 16 years old, she took a trip with her friends to the Appalachian Mountains. Now we're going to call her friends Megan and Alexa. Now Megan's grandmother lived in the Appalachian Mountains. They didn't really know what to expect going there, but they figured her grandmother lived there. They assumed the best. So they get to her grandmother's house, they unpack their stuff, and they go to their designated rooms. Now Megan's grandmother owned 4 horses. Their names were Izzy, Holland, Nay, and Atlantis. So after they relaxed for a little while, they decide that they want to go horseback riding. They were out there for about an hour and a half until they got hungry and went home for dinner. So the sun at this point is just setting and it's very quiet. So they eat dinner. Everything is fine that night. The next day around 9 a.m., Megan's grandmother goes and visits a sick friend, and she's not going to be back until the next morning. So after they eat breakfast and hang out for a little bit, they decide again that they're going to go horseback riding. It's about 1 p.m. at this point, and they go out to the stable to get the horses ready when they have a huge problem. Nay is missing. So they go out and they're calling his name. They're trying to lure him in with his favorite carrot treats, and to no avail. So they decide that they're going to have to go looking for him by themselves. But when I say by themselves, they're going to split up. So essentially they're going into the woods by themselves. So Kay goes in her direction and Megan and Alexa go in their directions. Well, Kay is good for about an hour. She's looking for Nay. She can't find him when she runs into something terrifying. Torn and tattered with scratch marks all over it, she finds Nay's collar. Now, she immediately assumes the worst and she goes to call Megan and Alexa, and as soon as she tries to call them, the call doesn't go through. Well, right at that very second when the call doesn't go through, her phone rings. She looks down at it and it's no caller ID. And for a second, she's like, okay, this has got to be spam. I'm not picking up. But something inside of her tells her to pick up that phone. Soon as she picks up the phone, dead silence. You could hear a pin drop. So she goes to hang up the phone when suddenly she hears something that makes her want to vomit. This deep, raspy voice echoed through the speaker. It sounded inhuman and the speech was slurred. I can see you. Don't run, don't hide. She is frozen in shock at this point. And then the next thing she knows, lights out. She's waking up and Megan and Alexa are shaking her awake. She had fainted. Now it's around 7 p.m. at this point and they want to get back to the house. So they start walking back to the house, but they can't see anything on the path that they're on. So as they're trying to find their way back to the house, they hear that same voice again, except for this time it says, I can see all of you. They bolt into the woods, scared out of their minds, and they finally reach the house. And as soon as they get to the house, who do they see? Nay, eating grass with his buddies. Totally fine. Now, they're obviously stunned and relieved, but they're horrified because Nay's collar is on him, completely intact. Nothing is wrong with it. So immediately they call Megan's grandmother. Megan's grandmother picks up and she says, listen, I'll be back in the morning. So she comes back in the morning and she's like, what you guys did was super dangerous. She thought it was what you guys think it probably is. That was trying to lure them into the woods. I just can't say it. So that was her question. She wants to know what you guys think it was. Do you guys think that it was that, or do you think that it was something else? My first thought when I was reading the story was like, this is a human. And during that time period, I wonder where that horse was, because I feel like that horse is really lucky to be here today. But what do you guys think it was? And like the phone call, I've never heard of that happening, of like someone getting a phone call from something like that ever. This is the first story that I've ever heard where like a phone call was involved when it had to do with something like what we're talking about. So yeah, if you guys think it was that, or do you guys think it was something else, drop all your opinions, suggestions, and comments in the comment section. Just make sure to please be respectful as always. Thank you. Before we do the shout outs, so I am trying to organize a GoFundMe for children that aren't going to get any presents for Christmas. I can't imagine having a child or being a child in this economy and just not getting Christmas presents. And I wanted to do that. Everything that I made for the Creator Rewards program would go to the GoFundMe, but I unfortunately get paid every 15th for the month before. So I won't get December's until January 15th. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. I am praying that God will help me figure it out. So the reason I'm telling you this is because if anyone can think of something that I could do, that I could personally help with, and help you guys help me with the GoFundMe, or like with some type of fundraiser or charity or something I could do, drop it in the comments. That would be really helpful. Thank you so much. And now we do my favorite part, which is the shout outs. Kay Waxon. Thank you so much for the comment that you left underneath when the story where I said Happy Thanksgiving. That meant so much to me. That was such a nice comment and so genuine. And I'm so glad that I can bring you some type of comfort and happiness when you watch my stories, because that is the whole reason that I do it. So to hear that just brings me so much joy. You have no idea. So thank you so much, girl. I love you. And thank you for being a spooky baby. _Angie.G_O. Thank you so much. I hope I got that right, by the way. That was a mouthful for the comment that you left. You said that you watch my videos all the time while you get ready. I love that so much. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being a part of my community and for being a spooky baby. Thank you for leaving nice comments and being a girl's girl. Like, it means so much to me. I appreciate you and I love you. And my name is Kajsa, and I tell your paranormal experiences on here every single night, or your paranormal recommendations of the paranormal world. If you're into that, hit that follow button. And I just need you to do 3 things for me. And what are those? Keep sending me your scary stories. Have a safe night. And what's the third one? Say it with me. Have a spooky night. Love you so much, my spooky babies. I'll see you in the next one. Spooky kisses and haunted hugs.